Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for September 8th through the 14th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see. Scorpio. The overall energy for the reading, the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something. What are you working on? Something. Anyways, in the recent past, the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. Stability. Lots and lots of energy that has to do with your stability, home, work, all of the above. There's a whole lot of overthinking and there are a whole lot of complicated types of energies over that. So I don't know exactly what that means. Do you start to stress about it at some point about your own stability? Are you working on it and then at some point you kind of get stuck? I don't know. We'll see. In the current situation, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Wands, it looks like you're starting something up, you're initiating something with a lot of fear that it's not going to work out, but I still see you doing it. Okay. Yeah, you put something out there. There's a whole lot of wind. All of a sudden. Okay. In the immediate future, the Two of Cups, the King of Wands, the Five of Cups. There's a connection that I see popping in here. There is love, there is passion, there's all of the good stuff around it, but there's also some damage attached to it. So something happened at some point. Let's clarify. Let's do the Eight of Pentacles. For the Eight of Pentacles, you get the Eight of Pentacles again, the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups. You're distracted here. You are working on something, but something else is kind of stealing your focus away from it because you're upset about something. So my focus is here on this thing that I'm working, but then I'm distracted because I look there because something there upsets me. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here with you. What is that? I don't know. Let's do the Hierophant. You get the Chariot, the Justice card, the Queen of Swords. But see, everything looks good. As far as your stability goes, at that point in time, everything looks good. You feel at some point, man, I'm on the right track. Man, I'm doing this. Everything feels great here. It looks balanced, looks good. It looks like it's heading into a good direction. Then what the hell happened? Let's do the Eight of Swords. People happen. That's what happened. For the Eight of Swords, you get the Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Wands. There's a soul connection that shows up at some point. And I don't know, maybe it was there to begin with. But there are some potential... It's not showing up as a bad thing, though. Maybe some ideas that are thrown in from within the soul connection. So let's say the soul connection is already here by your side, and you go about your day, you go about your life, and then you start working on your stability and everything there is looking great, and then this, whoever this is that's part of the soul connection, comes and says, hey, you could try this, or you could try that, or you could try that. It's almost like they're incorporated into, and again, I'm not sure what type of a soul connection we're talking about. I'm not sure the level of commitment there, the level of participation and inclusion for the soul connection into your stability, because that's what we're talking about there initially. So, but there's it's almost coming through as a creative type of energy, but like a lot of maybe ideas that are discussed, thrown in, looked at, that could help your cause with your own stability there, working on that, or It could be so much that it could interfere. So I'm not sure. I just see you looking at whatever this energy is that comes through with, again, quite the creative type of a stamp on it, but you get confused more than anything. It's either too much, like, okay, these are great ideas, but like it's a lot. Or you get confused out of your mind that you don't even know what to do anymore. But it gives the sensation of you stopping in your tracks almost, no matter how good this is. Let's do the 10 of Pentacles. You get the 6 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups. For some reason, you're showing up as losing your feeling of it. You start something here that you feel you're on the right track with, that you feel is growing, that you feel is taking you places. Once this energy interferes, even though, again, great intentions in that interference, I would say a good energy overall, but it might complicate things. The minute that stepped in, you start losing touch with, your heart is not there anymore, almost. Like you're going on autopilot. Why are you doing this? Why are you growing this for you? Oh, because I started it and I can't let it go now. Okay, but does it mean something to you at this moment in time? Not really. I just want to get it over and done with. It's almost like there's no more involvement. And I'm like, where the fuck did the involvement go? Where did your emotional involvement go? It's not there. It's autopilot-y. Okay, let me see. There's such interferences, like, but it's not taken as such as you go in that moment. I feel like now you looking back, you might take it as, yeah, I got disrupted, you know. For the Ace of Wands in the current situation, you get the Empress, the World card, the Two of Swords. Huh? Wait, what? Hold on. Let's do the 10 of Swords. The King of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles. You're trying to change the rules of this game. There is a partnership that shows up here, and the energies that are showing up revolving this partnership, or the ones you're carrying revolving this partnership, are those of cutting it off, but not completely. Oh man, you're so unclear, and you're making me unclear here. You lack clarity even though you think you have it. Ultimately, this is showing up as wanting the cake and eating it too. Like, I want to let you go, but not completely, you know. I still want to visit from time to time. Let me do the 8 of Wands. Maybe there's more clarity there, even though I don't think so. Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Oh, yeah. That's why. You're trying to avoid the pain of letting this go completely. Okay, now I know. So you do want a brand new beginning here. You want something else, right? You're done in a particular situation. You're done. But you don't want to let it go completely, because that would hurt. So, partly letting it go. Yeah. You can't pick and choose like that. You're coming from a place of confusion. First of all, you can't. It's either or. And I know you're gonna say, "Why can't I have both?" Because that's the exact description of wanting the cake and eating it too. You can't. You decide. The energies that are showing up as being very, very clear here are those of, I want something new out of this. And then around that, there's you. Trying to find justifications, excuses, all sorts of things. And then I see the pain at the end of all of this, where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm trying to avoid that. Oh no shit, Sherlock, with the way you're juggling up here with these things, I'm not surprised that's what you're trying to do. So, yeah, well, you can, but you can't. Because, one, it's not fair to you, first of all. It's not fair to this dynamic, nor to the person that's at the other end of this. And it's not going to lead anywhere good. I've never seen a scenario like this that leads in the best outcome possible for everybody involved. Well, eventually, somehow, in an ugly way, but separated. So, and I don't know if this is you. This could be whoever's at the other end of this. You may be at the receiving end of this energy, but I think it's you. But anyways, let me do the Two of Cups in the immediate future. You get the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Temperance card. Oh, okay, so you're reaching a conclusion of this needs to go. You've reached it already. You're just kind of circling around it. But even then, when you're clear about, okay, this needs to go, you're still not making it go. You're still kind of like, but how? But when? But should I? You're dragging this. The energy of this needs to go gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you keep on dragging it. At least you're not juggling around it like you are in the current situation. At least you're kind of facing this energy that says this is done. What is this? Why are you prolonging this? Why are you dragging your feet with this one? Let's do the King of Wands. Oh, come on. And this is your answer to it. The Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Lovers. Because we got this chemistry, and it's like, you don't understand. I'm sure I don't understand. Sure. Nobody probably understands. But, okay. Because that's what I was thinking just before I got to this section right here, the immediate future. I'm like, why are you in this game when I know you? I've done readings for you for years. You are a fixed sign after all. You're going to get to one or the other. You don't like the in-betweens. You're keeping yourself in between here big time. And I was wondering, like, you usually tend to show me when you lean towards energies like these that, hey, this is important to me. This is meaningful. I didn't see that. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying, oh, this is crap. What are you doing? Like, it doesn't mean shit to you. No. But I'm not seeing you tapping my shoulder and telling me how important this is, and that's why it's hard to let this go completely. Now you're saying, but there's this chemistry, and it's like, it could turn very meaningful. No. If it's not already, then no, it doesn't turn because there's this chemistry. No. Well, give it time. Okay, you give it time. Play this game. Play this game if you want to play this game. Don't come running back to me once this game is done. Because, I'll still be here telling you what happened, and, you can come right back to me. I'll set you clear. Five of Cups. In the immediate future, you get the Two of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Five of Cups. It's going to get harder and harder. This energy of this is done is going to get bigger and bigger. The more you drag your feet in with this one and don't cut it right there and then when you feel it, it's going to get harder and harder for you to cut it. And you're going to end up in a place of complete confusion where you're not even going to know what you want out of this. You're not even going to know who you are out of this. And it's almost pointing out to a place in the past where you've been there before. You've done that before. So this is kind of automatically telling me you're repeating some sort of cycle. And why would you do that? After all the healing you've done with your... Because, again, I've done readings for you for a while. I know you're working your ass off of this situation. You're working on yourself like no tomorrow for years now. So why would you do this? Why would you repeat cycles? especially when it starts off quite light, quite in the place of you can address this and you can cut this off right now. The more you let it play out, the harder it's going to get for you to cut it off. But play. If you want to play, you're going to play on your account. From the universe for you, as a final advice, you get the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Moon. Take a break. Can you take a break at least? Because apparently that's the intention here. Can you take a break away from this completely? Not with, not without, just away from this for a little bit. For you. And go deep within yourself and be brutally honest with yourself and tell me what you find in there. But away from this energy completely, in terms of don't get involved in this one for a little bit. Take a couple of days, take a week, however long you need. To try to look at this whole story from, a different perspective, from an outer perspective. Because you're in it and you can't really tell what's going on here. But it is a repeating pattern at the end of the day. And it's not a healthy one at that. So, anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.